Thank you very much. So this is a presentation on turning consumer insights into company-wide memes, and we will talk a little bit about the concept of turning insights into memes, but especially we will pay a lot of attention to how we did that for the company Dorel Juvenile, which is the company behind famous brands like Maxi Cosi, Queenie, Baby Comfort, all those brands in the space of baby gear. But let's start with this one. At the most recent SMR Congress in Dublin, Stan Stanunathan from Unilever had this great quote, I think. We as researchers, we as an industry should provide provocation and inspiration that drives transformation and action. Actions that will generate growth within companies. So that should be the name of the game for us researchers. We know out of a study that we did with Green Book and Gen2 advisors that the whole industry thinks about it this way. Because in both the quantitative and the qualitative piece of research we did among the buyers and users of market research, we saw that impact is what is on everybody's mind. How can we turn insights into impact? How can we increase the return on insights? What was or is happening at Dorel Juvenile? Well, actually, they have exactly this issue, this problem. They have wonderful insights, but they want more impact on not only the decisions, but actually on the actions everyone within the organization is taking. And why is that so important for this company at this stage in where they are on their journey? Well, actually, Dorel Juvenile produces durables. They produce baby gear. But in the future, they want to move towards also offering services on top of those products. And they're even thinking about new business models where you don't buy the gear anymore, but where you lease it from them. So that means that over the next couple of years, they want to move from being a company that produces goods towards a company that is actually offering services to the market. And that asks for great insights that will help the management of the company to craft a wonderful and very impactful strategy, but it also asks that insights are translated towards every single person in all the different departments and at every layer of the hierarchy within the organization. So if you talk about turning insights into impact, this is what I mean. How can you do that? How can you have not only with insights impact on decisions being made by higher management, but also on, let's say, the hearts, minds, and actions of everyone within the organization? It's the idea of turning insights into company-wide memes. And the word meme was stated the first by Richard Dawkins in his book, The Selfish Gene. And a meme is actually an idea, a behavior, or a style that spreads from person to person within a culture. So if you want to turn an insight into a company-wide meme, it almost means that everyone within the organization knows about the insight, has a passion for the insight, makes the insight better together with colleagues, is taking action upon it, and also spreads it again to other people within the organization. And we believe that if a company like Dorel Juvenile has the challenge to shift its strategy so drastically, the only way you can have impact with insights is by turning it into company-wide memes, by making sure that everybody knows about it and acts upon it. So what do you need in order to do this? Well, you need great insights coming from different pieces of research, different types of research, different data sources. You need a software platform, a corporate social network that will help you to diffuse the insights, to turn those insights into memes. And of course, you also need the skills. Let's first talk about the software platform. The software platform that we use to turn insight into memes is our InSites Activation Studio. It's a very visual platform. It's a device agnostic platform that actually brings insights to the table, links insights to strategic objectives teams and people within the company have, and the software allows those people to add their own observations to those insights and turn the observations and the insights coming from research into action. So it's a platform that not only diffuses, shares insights, it also allows people to add things and then together collaborate around possible ideas, concepts, actions. Just a small example about how it works. So for every given challenge that there is within the organization on the platform, we create a dedicated page. We call that a wall. On that wall, we bring insights to life in tiles. And there are not only tiles that are uploaded from the start of such a project, coming from validated sources, but along the way people add their own observation tiles or in a later phase their own ideation tiles. That's as simple as it is. It's, if you want, the Pinterest of consumer insights. It's very comparable to those type of social networks, but then only and fully focused on insights. So that's the software. But I said in order to turn insight into memes, you also need skills. The skills to bring, let's say, the insights to the platform, to transform insights into visual, snappy pieces of content that people want to read, want to interact with, and also the skill to bring such a platform to the whole organization, to make sure that everybody understands what the platform is, why it is there, how to use it, and to make sure that people keep on using it. So if you have the software, if you have the skills, you can turn insights into company-wide memes. How did we do that at Dorel? What were the projects? Well, I will do a small deep dive on one project and give you an idea of the breadth of projects that you can have on this platform. One of the most important projects that we run on the platform was around the car seats business. For one particular type of car seats, they are losing market share already for the last 2 years. And now they wanted to craft a strategy to turn the tide, to make sure that they can win market share back. So we created an inspiration wall, a dedicated page for this project on the Dorel Studio, brought together all the insights that were there from internal data, from qual research, from quant research, activated those 8 core insights, key facts, key figures that could help people to solve the platform in tiles on that specific inspiration wall, and we took it from there. Not only with the 10 people that normally are deeply involved in the car seats business, but with 75 people from all parts of the organization that could help to solve this problem because they have specific knowledge, or that would later on execute the strategy that we crafted on this platform. So we had a double effect here. By having more people on board, there were less blind spots, there was more inspiration, there was out-of-the-box thinking, and by having everyone who later on needs to work on the strategy or execute the strategy on board from the beginning, we are already create buy-in for all the beautiful ideas and concepts that we would come up with. Just to give you an idea of the other types of projects that run on the Dorel Studio, a couple of more pages or inspiration walls that we have on this studio. There is one to connect the trade marketeers, with the salespeople that are in the retail environments, the retail outlets every single day. There is one around delivering great service. There is one around mobility in 2020, so that's to fill the innovation funnel. And last but not least, we also have our random sparks wall. That means if to this platform, have a beautiful observation, have a beautiful idea that doesn't fit into seven key facts, 7 key figures. People added 9 observations of themselves over a period of 66 days. And we saw that we had 8 concepts coming out of this exercise after somewhat more than 2 months by the collaboration based on the insights, based on the observations of the 75 people who were on this wall. And you see that people not only add observations, add ideas, they also comment and like each other's content. So it's really a social network where, let's say, the currency are consumer insights. By the way, if you ask us how long should such a project last, well, we see that 66 days is a good period to have the people active, to have it in people's routines, to not only use insights in this way, but also to share observations and to start to really collaborate also outside of meetings with each other. So that is what the studio is, how with a combination of skills and software we turn insights into company-wide memes. That was the challenge of Dorel and why there were a need for company-wide memes. Let's see how many people at Dorel have used this platform in the last couple of months. And let's also see what the impact was on the organization. In other words, did we succeed in turning insights not only into company-wide memes, but also into impact? Well, Dorel has 400 employees who had the opportunity to have access to this studio platform and the different projects that were running on it. And we saw that 1 out of 3 registered. So 1 out of 3 has visited the platform and has contributed. So I think that's a huge success, especially compared to similar initiatives Dorel has done in the past couple of years. And we see that 2 out of 3 of the 33% who is active is actually a very loyal and repeat user, is a frequent user of the platform to learn, but also to contribute. And if you look at the statistics below, 2 are very interesting, I think. That's the one that says that an average user is visiting the platform almost 2 times a week for about 9 minutes. So that's 18 minutes every single week that those people at Dorel who are using the platform today already in a very active way are confronted with consumer insights, are busy with the consumer world, and are also busy with their colleagues to turn those insights into action. And that's on top of the meetings that are already there. That's on top of everything in terms of sharing insights that already happened in the past. So this is really extra. In terms of having the impact on the hearts and the feelings of the Dorel employees, we saw that their consumer feeling or their confidence about their understanding of the market and the consumer dropped in the first couple of months from a 7.7 to a 7.4. And you can say, well, that's strange, and is this what you actually wanted? Well, actually, yes. That's what we see with other clients as well. We all think that we know the market and the consumer very well, but if we are confronted with reality, if we dive into the insights, if we dive into the consumer world, the first couple of weeks, the first couple of months, we start to realize that actually we know everything. So we see also that in a second stage this increases again. So this was for us the sign that we really hit it, nailed it. In terms of ideas, I already said that, for example, for the car seat code, well, we had 8 relevant, business relevant ideas, new concepts, and Bart, the product manager, was very happy with that. Not only by the quantity, the fact that there were 8 fresh and new ideas that could help him to win that market share back, but also the quality of the ideas. Bart said that these were ideas he never had seen before in the many meetings he had done in the last 2 years around the topic. And the reason why we believe that we had a great quantity and quality of ideas coming out of this exercise around car seat codes, around car seats and winning the market share back is because we not only work together with more people, 75 people, a more diverse group of people from all parts of the organization, but we also have given them insights, and not just insights from the last study. No, we connected the dots, we brought together different data sources, and we brought it to them in a very easy to understand way. So all those people, all those 75 people actually went in 7 tiles in 8 to 10 minutes through content that you normally need a couple of days for to go through it. So it was the first time that we did this with so many people, that we really brought all the information together, connected the dots, and on top of that, that we spent more than 2 months together to solve the issue in between traditional meetings and on top of the daily work that we were already doing. And if we would look at the quality of the ideas and the time that we were taking, we would see, and we see, that the best ideas of those 8 and the really game-changing ideas came in the second period, so to say, in the second month. So it's a combination of having a diverse group of people, having a larger group of people, taking more time with those people, and especially giving them all the insights and connecting the dots between different insights coming from different data sources and different studies. And I think that is what is really new about this tool. What's next for Dorel Juvenile? Well, we're now solving this issue of turning them into a services company. The next game that we will be playing is internationalization, because Dorel is a very European, North American-centric company, and they want to grow in Asia as well. So the studio will help them to do that. That was the story of the studio and Dorel Juvenile and how they're using it. Thank you for listening and looking forward to your questions.